Welcome to Roden Tomatoes. I'm Ben Roden.
Brady Tomatoes.
And this is a show where we talk about
movies and
magic.
Muppets.
Muppets, yeah.
Okay. What a way to start. Over the course of our podcast, we've talked about individual movies. We've talked about groups of movies. We've talked about our experience of being a movie guy and all the movies associated with that journey.
We've talked about Chris Pratt. We've talked about Big Melon.
Big Melon.
We've talked about living like Gino.
Yep.
While you can.
We did the villain yearbook.
The villain yearbook.
I would say the yearbook awards. Is that like it's the most likely to...
I think
what do we call that?
The yearbook awards.
Okay.
I think it's accessible.
Okay.
Accessible to the modern audience.
So we've done a lot of these things. We've talked about actual movies, but what we haven't done that we've wanted to do is to come up with our own movie ideas.
Yeah, we're looking down our nose at the whole industry. And the industry, echoing the famous Joe Biden meme, is saying, "Why don't you try it, tough guy?" So we're going to see, based on a very limited set of information, if we can come up with a compelling movie pitch. And then we might decide, if there's time, if either of these pitches, A, are viable.
And if they're a good candidate for a Muppet version.
Spoiler, they're going to be. Every movie
Every movie.
Okay, so here's what I've done, Brady. I really dislike AI, but in this case, I'm enslaving the clanker for our usage.
Is clanker a slur?
Yeah, clanker
like
is
a slur.
Clanker's
for
the new slur, and I'm so pro slur.
So is that
not generally, just specifically?
That's the soundbite. That's the clip. I'm not pro slur.
I put that in the unofficial quotes channel. I'm pro slur. Ben Roden, 2025. I'm pro AI slur. Okay, so I've created this prompt that gives us a randomized movie pitch.
Okay.
So I've given it the guidance of, hey, use generally mainstream directors, actors currently working. Currently, it's going to give us a title, a director, and the two leads. Oh, wow. Okay, Brady, you're going to love this.
Okay.
The director of your feature is Taika Waititi.
Oh, yeah? Oh,
yeah.
Are you sure about that?
The title of this film is Silver Orchard.
Okay, Silver Orchard.
Silver Orchard. I think you could call it The Silver Orchard if you want.
Okay.
Your two leads are Dev Patel.
Ooh, okay.
And Jessica Chastain.
Okay.
Jessica Chastain and Taika Waititi, that's an interesting pairing.
Yeah, they've not worked together.
No.
Not to my knowledge, but...
Has he worked with Dev Patel?
No. So this is a...
I also have a suggested setting and a genre if you're interested in either, or if you feel like...
You can give me those options, and we'll keep them as that, just options.
Okay, yeah. What it provided is the setting of a remote desert commune.
Ooh.
If I was a poor reader, I could have said a remote desert commune, which is also a compelling setting. And the genre is a fantasy.
All right, Ben. So directing your movie is going to be Ridley Scott.
Oh, yes. Okay.
The title of your film is Crimson Transit.
That's such a Ridley Scott-ass title.
I know.
Crimson Transit. That's a cool title. Okay.
Okay. The leads in your movie are Rooney Mara.
Okay.
Scott Pilgrim versus the World, I believe, and then Girl with the Dragon Tattoo?
Yes.
Okay. And John Boyega.
Okay.
And then optionally, your setting is a mountain railway station.
Obviously.
And the genre is a comedy.
All right.
Totally optional.
New territory for Ridley. Okay. So we've thought about these movies. We've pondered. in my defense, I really spent the last episode plus this morning's commute was about all the time I devoted to this.
Oh, really?
So I didn't spend that much time chewing on it. I did have some breakthroughs this morning on my way to work. But yeah, so Brady now presenting
Yes.
Well, just go for it.
Yeah, this is The Silver Orchard, directed by Taika Waititi. It's starring Dev Patel and Jessica Chastain. And the location that I was given...
the setting was also provided.
Yeah, the location that I was given was a desert commune. So my idea is a mockumentary style, similar to what we do in The Shadows, also starring and directed by Taika Waititi. But this movie follows a cult that is in the middle of a desert that has found a little oasis. Dev Patel stars like this very dedicated cult follower.
He's devout.
He is so devout.
He's devout Patel.
And it's fun. He's kind of our guide through the entire mockumentary. He's the main character that they're following around, almost like a day in the life, like the camera crew.
Yeah.
We also meet Jessica Chastain, who is the mother of the All-Mother.
The All-Mother.
Yeah, so she is believed to be the mother of everybody, like the literal mother of everybody in the commune, because the cult is just full of men. Jessica Chastain is the only woman.
Okay.
And so some of the notable beats in this is that when someone becomes a man, and maybe one of Dev Patel's like friends or his like the people that he's mentoring or students or whatever becomes a man, but there is a ritual in which when someone becomes a man, so they enter the chamber of return, where they return to their supposed mother, and they make love supposedly to the All-Mother, and then 9 months later they are presented with a child that they raise.
Let me float this idea. What if there is no gestation period? What if they go in, they make love, and they return with a baby?
Yeah, they have the baby from like 9 months previous. I love that. So yeah, they make love and then just instantly presented with a baby. I guess that would explain like the All-Mother not being pregnant.
This idea is so good because doing this whole like what is sex like conversation, but it's like a bunch of adult men.
Yeah,
is so funny.
Yeah,
well, they're all acting like pubescent boys. Like, well, I hear it's like this, and then whatever the reveal is can just be hysterical.
Yeah. Well, everyone's only ever done it one time.
Right.
Which I think is hilarious.
Oh, it's so funny. It has the like, what is sex like, and then the sort of like ritual mystery of like a religious ceremony, which like we grew up Mormon, and so like there's this whole thing about like what happens in the temple. That's a very funny idea to play with.
Yeah.
What do you have it? Do you have pictured what it is?
So
what making love is, or whatever the act is.
I imagine that they basically enter this chamber of return, and it's like the documentary just kind of like the documentary cruise is just kind of out there, and so you see like the door close, and then you just hear very awkward sounds, and then they like come out a few minutes later, and they're like, "I'm a man." Yeah,
come out with a baby.
Yeah, they have a baby. So I imagine it. So we don't really see like the room inside. We just see that it's very dark. Like they walk inside and it's just pitch black. And then the reveal is that the All-Mother kidnaps. She has people out in the society, and she kidnaps young women or older women. Doesn't matter, just as long as they're able to bear children. But she kidnaps them to bring them in for the ceremony, and then leaves them out in the desert to die.
Oh, jeez.
I know. So I'm telling you, it's dark.
Wait,
but
I said dark comedy. I said dark. Are they pregnant when they're kidnapped? Or who is actually doing the impregnation?
The men. So the men come in and actually they actually come in and they impregnate these women that are being kidnapped.
Ooh.
Right? Yeah, very, very icky.
See, I thought my mind went to like, what if making love is like they walk in and the All-Mother just like whops them on the head with a wooden spoon and then hands them a baby, and then the real procreation is happening elsewhere.
Yeah, I was thinking this is a pretty dark concept. Like
it's very dark,
because I think cults typically are. There's a lot of darkness to it, especially where like there's things that are keeping hidden. Because the fun part about this movie is Dev Patel's character is just mental gymnastics gold medalist. So he is able to justify everything that's going down. And the reason why we're seeing the movie now is because we're starting to see members of the cult escape, or like former members like testify. There's like maybe a water supply crisis, and so they're having to kind of break down the barriers that are keeping people inside. And that's when they come across like the women that are being held captive, like maybe like a little birthing, like trailer or something that like only the All-Mother knows about.
Yeah.
Like maybe the authorities are getting involved. They're starting to like infiltrate the cult, and so I have this idea of just having the cult, just everything. Like we get like a sense of what the cult is like from Dev Patel, but then as an audience member, you are seeing all of the threads being pulled, and the sweater is just totally unraveling, and the comedy comes from Dev Patel just being like, "Nope, this is the way it's supposed to be."
Yeah,
and he's just
trying to
devoted no matter
justify the dissolution of everything he's ever believed.
Yes.
That's very good.
So that's the premise of The Silver Orchard. And it just is. It basically comes to a head when things are very obviously incorrect, and Dev Patel has to make the choice. And I do think it'd be funny if he makes the choice to just like burn down with the ship.
Yeah.
Even if the All-Mother tells him like, "I have made all this up," and this is if she confesses everything, and he's like, "No, you don't." And,
yeah.
I think that'd be very, very fun.
Even hearing it from the horse's mouth, he's like, "No,
this is absolutely not.
You're testing
this
me."
is a test, totally.
Yeah, that's got A24 written all over it.
I thought of that, but then I also like the idea of like Taika Waititi's whimsicalness and stuff, but it still has like a darkness. Darkness to it.
Well, I think of like Beau is Afraid, where it's like madcap, but there's this undercurrent of just like, ew, gross. I don't know. I like that a lot. So all right, let me give you a little peek under my blanket. I didn't know where that was going when I started. My film is called Crimson Transit.
Ooh.
Crimson Transit, directed by Ridley Scott.
Famous for the Aliens? No, Alien.
Alien.
First one?
The first Alien, Gladiator, more recently, Napoleon.
Oh, okay.
He did make another, what was the one with Ben Affleck and Matt Damon? The Last Duel, which I quite liked.
The medieval one?
The medieval one.
Okay. Did he do Riddick? Chronicles of Riddick? Is that Ridley Scott?
No, that's Chronicles of Ridley.
Oh, Ridley.
I don't think so. Anyway, directed by Ridley Scott, starring John Boyega.
Oh, yeah.
And Rooney Mara. Which feels...
That's a tricky cast, I feel.
It's tricky, but I feel like it fits with him. The setting I was given was a deserted or a mountain train station.
Yeah.
A remote train station.
Train station. I believe.
Okay, so
depot.
Here's what I've got under my PJs. Here's what I've got under my blanket.
How many references? Here's what I've got under my belt.
Here's what I've got riding the inside lining of my Snuggie. I'm taking Ridley back to his sci-fi roots.
Okay.
All this is very hand-wavy sci-fi, but the basic concept is this. We're on this planet with two polar settlements on the poles of the planets, right?
Okay.
And sort of like any polar settlement in the real world, there's these long cycles of daylight and nighttime.
Yes, okay.
So there's some sort of industrial plant at one or both of these settlements. The planet is important, but it's also very dangerous.
Okay.
And because of some sci-fi hand-waving peril...
What does that mean, sci-fi hand-waving?
It means like... Just trust me, it works. Hand-wavy in the sense that, like, we're going to have this gimmick. Don't look into it too hard.
Okay.
Because you'll find holes in it. Sort of like a time travel movie. You just have to accept, okay, either I haven't worked it out yet, or it will never be worked out.
It's like, just trust me.
Just go with it because the gimmick relies on this being true.
Okay. So I recently watched the Avatar movies. And that is very...
Very hand-wavy.
Like, by the way, her avatar was pregnant.
Sigourney Weaver had a baby.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay.
Yeah. Anyways. So,
But you know what I mean, right?
Yes.
It's like, just,
okay.
we're not going to try and over-explain it. We're going to be like, this is
it.
all of this information is going to happen on a like pre-credits title card. Here's the situation.
Okay.
So these two polar communities, for whatever sci-fi hand-wavy reason, you can't travel by air. You can only go from pole to pole on a train.
Okay.
So it's this giant cross-planet train. Crimson Transit.
Ooh.
The main character, John Boyega, is a kind of a corporate detective. He's like a PI, but in the employ of a large shadow corporation.
Okay.
Sort of a Pinkerton type guy.
Okay.
His name, in true bad action movie style, is going to be named. What did I name? Oh, Abraham Richter.
I thought you were going to say Jack Thorne or something.
No.
Abraham Richter.
So Abraham Richter, we're just going to know him as Richter for most of the movie. So Richter has been tasked by this by the Shadow Corporation from hunting down the leader of a terrorist organization that intelligence indicates is going to be taking this train from south to north.
Okay.
There is this mass transit that happens between the poles because of this like giant shift in light, like day and night cycles.
Okay.
So he's going from like the day side to the night side, or they're shifting.
Okay.
So here I'm referencing one of my not favorite movies, but a great vampire gimmick, 30 Days of Night. If you have a place with a ton of nighttime, that's a place for vampires to thrive.
Okay. Ooh.
So
loving this already.
I'm gonna throw in a little
This
vampire. I've got a vampire in my PJ pants.
Are you pulling a Kugler right now?
I'm Koogling. I'm Koogling it up.
Oh, you can tell that guy Kugels.
He's Koogling. So, unbeknownst to John Boyega, the leader of this terrorist cell is a vampire. So then what develops is...
Oh, I was like, a vampire?
A vampire.
A vampire. Okay.
A vampire. A Nosferatu.
Okay, got it.
So he has to first ascertain who this person is. For more hand-wavy reasons, he doesn't know exactly what the person is. He has a vague description.
Okay.
He has been given the task to either kill this terrorist or, if he's unable to just blow up the train.
Okay.
So it's very high stakes. I'm going to expand my cast here because I want a clearly evil vampire, sort of arch-villain type.
Okay.
I made a mistake. In the interim where I thought I was making a Ridley Scott movie, or after I heard I was making a Ridley Scott movie, my mind went, aliens, it's James Cameron.
Oh.
So then I started thinking about James Cameron collaborators, but I still think it fits. So Lance Henriksen, you know this guy. He's one of my favorites. He's going to be the vampire / terrorist leader.
Okay.
And I think his name's going to be like...
Henriksen.
Something outrageous. Kane. We'll call him...
that guy is dripping with vampire.
He's such a vampire, and he's old, and he's got like the coolest voice. So Vladimir Kane, clearly evil vampire guy.
Okay.
So it's going to be kind of a couple movies. It's a bullet train type, like train heist. It's like really tense because it's a limited space.
Yeah.
He's trying to ascertain who this guy is, who's working for him. Obviously, this vampire guy is going to have a bunch of
cronies,
cronies, henchmen. So he's going to try and figure that out. There's also going to be a complication where he encounters Rooney Mara, who looks remarkably like his dead wife. Of course, a guy named Abraham Richter is going to have a tragically dead wife.
Of course.
So she's this sort of spectral figure that starts showing up on the train and kind of like, is she part of the plot? Who is she?
So it's kind of one of those things like he sees her and then like someone like walks past and then she's gone. He's like,
exactly.
Is that a real person?
Is it real?
Is that like a figment of my imagination?
We know one thing, that he is troubled. He's a troubled protagonist. He might even be an unreliable narrator.
But
there's going to be a lot of...
So he's narrating. It's kind of a noir. It
could have some noir elements. It's got a lot of elements. I'm Kugler,
I would love to hear John Boyega be a narrator.
It'd be great.
Yeah.
Especially if he's just doing his regular accent.
Yeah.
If he's just like British John Boyega. That'd be sick. Okay. So that's the setup. Now I got a couple twists and turns, a couple reveals. Do you want me to jump into those now?
Yeah, let's hit it.
What ideas do you have?
Well, so I'm loving this so far, just because I like the idea, like that close quarters. I'm just imagining like the set pieces being very tight, like feeling very claustrophobic because you're in a train, which makes the vampire element way more terrifying. So I really like that idea. As far as like ideas, I'm just like really intrigued. I'm just like, ooh, I want to hear. Keep going.
Here's what I think. There's some very obvious set pieces you can do on a train.
Okay.
You know what just occurred to me? They recently made that in Dracula, in the real story. Dracula has to get across some body of water. I still don't understand the geography of it, but there's the ship called the Demeter. And part of the Dracula novel is the sort of like captain's log as Dracula like picks off the crew of this ship.
Yeah.
They made a movie of just this part of Dracula, and I think it bombed, and it was terrible. But I thought, that's a cool gimmick for a movie.
You did see a nod to this in Nosferatu, the Bill Skarsgård.
Absolutely.
What is his name? The director. Director of Nosferatu.
Eggers.
Eggers, Robert. Good old Robbie.
Eggers, Robert. Yeah. So anyway, it's reminding me of that. So it's the Voyage of the Demeter, I think is what it's called. It can be a little bit Die Hard. Anytime you have like a high stakes claustrophobic situation with constraints, I think that makes for a great action movie, potentially.
Totally.
I think there's again sci-fi hand waviness. Even though it's leaning sci-fi, I'm going to keep a lot of the vampire tropes, one of which is like sunlight kills them. Obviously, this is why they're leaving one settlement to go to the other, because they're trying to escape the sun.
Right.
But there's a scene where he's fighting a vampire, and he learns that like, okay, the vampire is immune to my weapons, but he like shoots holes in the train car, and the sunlight comes in and burns the vampire.
Ooh, okay,
there's
cool.
A lot of just like gimmicky stuff you can do.
Yeah, I like that.
Here's the twist. Remember how I was like, I need an arch-villain vampire type? Turns out he's not the vampire. He's merely being controlled by the real vampire, who is Rooney Mara.
Oh, man.
The authorities don't realize the abilities of the vampires to hold people in their thrall. He's in the thrall of Rooney Mara.
Okay.
She's a vampire.
Actually his wife?
No.
Okay.
But psychically making herself appear more wife-like.
Okay. So John Boyega essentially is like hypnotized as well.
Yeah, is
that vampire hypnotism, right? Like the
vampire hypnotism. Yeah. So she maybe looks a little bit like the wife to begin with, but she's like amplifying this. She knows it's like a weak spot for him.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
So he thinks he's trying to like save her. Finds out she's actually the target. Also, you know what? I screwed the pooch.
You made love to the puppy?
I made love to the puppy. Never mind. I was going to go with screwed the pooch, also with the under the blanket thing, and it just became too much. Demonetized.
Get me.
I let out of the bag that there's a bomb because I think he doesn't know that the alternative to him succeeding is that they're just going to blow up the train.
Okay.
I think part of that is like, this like the vampires maybe are bad, but this company is really bad.
The one that hired him.
The one that hired him. And at some point, probably late in the film, it's going to be revealed that this is Weyland-Yutani. This is, in fact, taking place in the Alien universe.
Okay.
I think there's maybe... I toyed with the idea of Rooney Mara or some other character being a synthetic, like an android from the Aliens, and that they're trying to say, we need to eradicate the vampires, but if we can get one of the vampires to bite the synthetic, it can then transport whatever this vampire DNA is
back
to Weyland-Yutani so they can like weaponize it, because that's kind of their thing.
Okay.
So I don't think I chose to get rid of this because I think it's too much. But I like the idea that this is Weyland-Yutani, or one of the Weyland-Yutani competitors being his employer. I think is like, okay, fans of Ridley Scott. It's kind of a fun nod.
Wasn't that kind of the thing with Prometheus? Is like you think it's like a horror movie, and you're like, oh, it's aliens,
right?
Mm-hmm. So I wonder. Okay, so take this or leave it. Because you have like the aliens, like the xenomorphs, and you have the predators, right? Two very alien creatures that are like these unkillable things. Mm-hmm. So what if vampires are like Earth's like xenomorphs? Right? Like they're essentially aliens. They're like the greatest life form. So this could yield to an alien versus predator versus vampire.
Versus vampire, exactly. I love it.
Did you have that in mind?
I kind of did.
Okay.
I'm like Weyland-Yutani pilled right now because of Predator Badlands, where it's like, okay, it gives them some fun, probably shitty options, but it would be like, okay, we can now do this version of Predator versus Alien, Alien versus Predator
versus vampire.
Basically, you do like interplanetary Hunger Games, where it's like take each planet's strongest organism, and fight. That feels like an event that would be put on by the Predators. They'd get off on that.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
They'd love to get a vampire.
And then you could see like the video game of this, and it becomes like a Super Smash Brothers-esque
incredible
thing where you have the xenomorphs, you got the predators, you got the synthetics, you got the vampires,
you got Napoleon.
You got
it's just Super Smash Brothers Ridley Scott edition. It's Ben Affleck with a bowl cut and a sword. Adam Driver's ultimate attack. Woo! That is so freaking funny.
Yeah.
This is where I hate to admit where I'm like, we got to do some AI. Like, just create a screenshot from a Smash Brothers game featuring only Ridley Scott movie characters.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. Okay, so anyway,
love it.
I think it's got legs. I think it's got wheels.
Yeah. Ooh. You think it's got tracks?
I think it's got some sort of hover technology because it's got to be a hover train, right?
Yeah, I mean, if it's
although maybe it's more
doesn't
like
have to be.
Maybe
sci-fi.
It's more steampunky.
We did talk about that because I think one thing that's cool about I recently saw Prey, the other Predator movie, and I thought that was cool that we saw Predator.
I thought you were talking about Chris Pratt's movie Prey.
Oh, that's right.
Sponsored by
the Halo app. Or,
yeah.
I thought it was really cool that Prey was like a sci-fi creature that took place in like to us Earthlings to like a historic era.
Yeah.
So I do think it'd be cool to see like a vampire, like a sci-fi kind of thing, maybe set in the Old West.
That would be cool.
Or just beyond, just past the Old West.
It removes my Weyland-Yutani.
Or is Weyland-Yutani an Earth-based company?
Yes.
Oh shit. Okay, never mind.
But I do like the original Aliens like grungy future vision. So you could still make it could still be like a gross old train.
Yeah.
I like that it would feel obviously sci-fi, but like very industrial production design.
Like really rattly panels on the outside.
Yeah. Like the Nostromo, like the original ship in Alien.
Yeah.
It's like this thing is falling apart. It's the space equivalent of like a tanker truck.
Okay.
It's not like bells and whistles. Anyway, they could be cool. You could even have different sections of the train, right? You could have like passenger sections where it's, or like this is first class. Maybe Lance Henriksen is in like the Barony coach, which is a Stephen King reference.
Ooh.
Maybe he's in like the hoity-toity part of the train, but then there's like different train cars.
Okay.
You go into steerage, you're in like the third class citizens are down there.
And is this
getting
train
vamped?
Getting vamped. Okay. Do people make this train like a way of life? Like, are there businesses and clubs on it? Because I imagine that
it would take a long time. That's a great question. I think
it's like a cruise ship.
There could be, there could be. You could have this whole. This is feeling a little Snowpiercer now.
Okay.
You could have people that like their whole business is like, I'm on the train year round. Like I get them coming and going. Basically, there are people who are devoted. That's a cool idea. Maybe it's larger in scale and it's more like a moving community, And obviously you have people who are going back and forth, but then you have people who have just made this their livelihood to sell services on the train. That's cool.
Yeah. So it could be, and then that gives John Boyega a chance to, like, as he kind of gets to know, like, the infrastructure of the train, because he's got locals that are saying, like, oh, that's never been the case. We've never had people go missing, or or something of that nature.
That's cool. That does serve the noir, like giving him more people to talk to, giving like regulars on the train who can point him. Here's who you need to talk to.
Does that take away from the cool intimacy though of like just having like almost like like Murder on the Orient Express, where there's only like 6 people, and so you're like, oh, what's the?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Does it lose the mystique that you originally thought of?
No, because I was originally, even before you introduced the idea of like long-term train life, I was thinking it wasn't like necessarily a tiny cast.
Okay.
I think there would be kind of a bunch of extras. I think you would have to have a core, like I think it's this guy or I think it's her.
Yeah.
Like his focus gets smaller and smaller. I like that idea a lot.
That'd be really cool.
So we have the Wayland Yutani reveal / really an Easter egg. Like I don't want it to take over the movie, but I do want there to be a theme of John Boyega sort of like coming around to the vampires' cause, or being like, I don't necessarily think these guys are evil, or they're a lesser of 2 evils. If this company is willing to kill all these people to achieve their goals. So I think the end, I thought of like maybe John Boyega ends up like either getting infected or just choosing to like let the vampires loose. And the movie ends with them coming into this like night, this whole new society that the vampires, he's just going to unleash them on.
Okay, because like in this world, and again, if it's hand wavy, then I don't want to dig into it. But like in this world, like you have like night and day. So like, I imagine like the planet, maybe it's Earth, right? Is tilted.
Oh, it's not Earth.
Okay, so it's not Earth.
It's a different planet.
So, but its axis is pretty tilted. So you have a very significant like day and night like hemisphere.
Yes.
Right. So does something happen that maybe allows like there to be more night on one side of the hemisphere that's typically more sunbathed, so the vampires can expand their territory?
Yeah, maybe. So the way I was picturing it was like these cycles of day and night are very long. So like they're basically, they have to migrate every like 6 months. Okay. So it's like it's going to be night for an extended period of time, and they're going back and forth, sort of a thing.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay, cool.
So I think my ending is sort of a twist where he's like, I'm going to go against the corporation, and then you set up your sequel in this whole nighttime alien sphere, gritty city. That's going to be the sequel.
What? So it's Crimson. What was it again?
Crimson Transit 2, Gritty City.
Gritty City.
Crimson Transit 3.
Okay. Oh, and it's called Crimson Transit because it goes from, like, as the sun sets, then, like, it goes from a bright yellow to, like, a dark red. Oh, yeah! Right? And so it's something that, like, good. Goes in between.
I love that.
Ooh,
and then Crimson Transit 3 is just called Crimson Transit again, but the S is a 3.
Oh, no.
And the second one is called Crimson Transit TOO.
And then...
no, it's called Crimson Transit : Look Who's Vamping 2 TOO.
And then you got C4, which is Crimson Transit 4. Yeah.
Where now there's a bomb on the train. Oh.
There's 2 trains, and they're racing. Yeah.
C4. Yeah, I think this has got like Too Fast, Too Furious potential.
Yeah, well, at least the sequels do.
Yeah, well, that's what. Oh, all right. That's what I got. I'm trying to think if there's anything else, but that's sort of the pitch. TLDR, you got Mystery Planet, night and day on either pole. Troubled detective with a tragic backstory working for a shadow corporation trying to assassinate a terrorist. Turns out, terrorist. Vampire. Turns out, vampires.
Controlled.
Turns out, Queen Vampire is hot. Looks like dead wife. And might be really cool.
Yeah.
And worth allying with.
Yeah.
Maybe being vampires is better than living in capitalism. That's the message of the
that's
movie.
the message.
Yeah. Maybe being controlled by hot Rooney Mara is better than being controlled by Jeff Bezos.
Okay. All right. Love it.
And I think I agree with that.
Yeah. Okay. So we have our movie pitches out there. Is there one that you feel you would like to see as a Muppet movie?
Oh, it's
like if we were
it's yours. Hands down.
Really? Because I was thinking yours has such a serious tone, where mine is like more like wonk, like
no, okay,
winky.
But I think yours is like I could see this project happening to make an R-rated Taika Waititi directed Muppet movie. This feels like a Taika Waititi thing to do. Have you ever seen the short-lived Muppet like sitcom they did?
No.
It is.
Oh, the TV show.
Yeah, the TV show.
Bits and pieces.
It's hysterical. And it has the Muppets. There are more sort of risque jokes.
Ooh.
It's not like...
It was like an ABC thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's very funny. But I think this could be the Muppets Deadpool. I think this is like, we're going to take the Muppets After Dark.
Yeah.
We are going to put the Muppets under the blanket, so to speak, and then we're going to whip that blanket off, and those Muppets are going to be getting busy.
Oh my gosh. This does okay. So I'm just kind of rolling with your pitch here for like my movie, the Silver Orchard being the Muppet movie, because one of the things is everyone believes that they are all family, right? Like they all come from the All-Mother. So we can kind of have a similar gag to what we talked about in Sinners, where everyone there's very obvious differences between like Dev Patel and Rolf the dog,
right.
But they all believe that they came from the same mother. They're all related.
And this is even funnier when you have like if they're gifting them babies. Like Sweetums goes into the tent and comes out with like Robin, and he's like, "It's my baby," and you're like, "Of course it's not your baby." I think that's great.
I would love to see like when the authorities come in and they start ripping down the curtain of the cult. Maybe have some infiltrators, but to have like Pepe Le Peon as one of the authorities, and
yes.
he's also one of the moles inside the cult, but he's always just wearing sunglasses.
Yeah.
So he's obviously
obviously undercover, but he's just like, yes.
Take me to the chamber, okay?
I want to see what goes on in there, okay? I hear it's pretty sexy. I love him just constantly wearing sunglasses. I think that works so well. Having Muppets all in like matching cult attire.
Yes.
To me, it already feels like a Muppet movie. The problem with mine is it's dumb, and it's a new franchise of dumb. So like,
I don't think it's dumb at all. I think it's really cool.
Okay, but here's the thing: like the serious Muppet movie works because, or doing a Muppet take on a serious movie works because you already know that story,
right?
And so seeing it turned on its head is funny. I think yours works because it's inherently funny. Okay. And it's a new IP. See what I'm saying?
So it's a new IP, but here's the other thing. So where you're introducing a lot of, I guess you have familiarity with vampires, but like mine is if anyone is familiar with cults in any way, shape, or form, they'll see like the same.
No,
so
mine has a bunch of
there.
bull crap it has to like build for the movie to make sense, and yours is just like, what if Muppets were in a cult? You already, I think you're right.
Ooh, just. Muppet cult just said
Muppet cult's hilarious. I know.
I would 100% join a Muppet cult.
It would be the best. And you could have just like you have the Muppets sort of dividing up into camps about who's still drinking the Kool-Aid versus who's accepting that okay, this is coming to an end. We've been duped.
Oh my gosh. Can you imagine a Muppet cult where Kermit is the leader and he's like, "All right guys, we're all going to eat the Swedish chef's cooking and then we're all just going to get naked and play a banjo." And he was like I'd be all over that.
It's incredible. Didn't you have wasn't there like a fantasy element in the original? Wasn't it like a fantasy
setting
cult or a fantasy setting?
Maybe.
I'm not holding you to that.
Yeah, I don't remember.
So in your so even if that was a thing, it's no longer a thing necessarily. Is this happening in?
I think we had an optional genre. That was it, right?
Yeah. So. Yeah, I think you're right. So is the cult taking place in like contemporary setting?
I think so. Yeah.
So
Just a little
it's
desert
like
oasis.
it's in like New Mexico.
Yeah, in 2025. Like,
got it. Okay. So then the authorities are coming in. It's just like, oh yeah, this is like the local sheriff or like CPS comes out or like, and then it becomes increasingly disturbing that the the Muppets are being forced to impregnate. The Muppets are taking part in human trafficking.
Oh gosh. And then if you get to tie in a world, I'm going to tie in a world. One of the authorities is Benicio del Toro from Sicario. So he's going to wrap in the Sicario world.
He has to break in and free some of the women.
That's right. So he's going to be there, and then we're going to have a co-directed sequel. Denis Villeneuve and Taika Waititi.
Goodness gracious.
So, anyways, that could be fun.
Day of the whatever.
Day of the whatever.
That is crazy. That is crazy talk. Okay, so obviously Dev Patel is the human.
Yeah. Well, we've got to have three humans.
Sarah Ferguson.
Oh, Jessica Chastain.
Jessica Chastain, that's right.
Jessica Chastain, Dev Patel, because they were my original cast, and then Benicio del Toro.
Okay. Are the authorities and cult members also just a mix of Muppets and people?
Absolutely.
So there's no delineation.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not like a Muppets only cult.
Yeah, unless
it's just Dev Patel is the only person.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. Is there something to having the authority, like the outside world is just straight Muppets?
Yeah. I thought about that.
It's like there's only a few humans and they're just in this cult.
Uh-huh.
Maybe.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
That's really funny when like the sheriff shows up and it's like Sam Eagle. And like, the whole like you create like the whole social bureaucracy, but it's just run by Muppets entirely.
Yeah.
You know who I love?
Ooh.
You know what I love about Muppets is that, well, I love so many things.
Right.
One of the things I love is the level of photorealism, or even the attempt at realism, varies so wildly and widely. So, for example, you have like Kermit the Frog, who's like a felt sock.
Right.
But then you have like the bulldog that looks like a real bulldog in Muppet form. You know what I mean?
I know what you're saying. Okay, so yeah, the attention to detail, the level of detail.
Level of detail. Level of life-likeness.
Like Uncle Nasty or Uncle Dangerous?
Uncle Deadly. I think
Uncle Deadly. Like so much stuff was added into that guy to just make him look atrocious.
Yes. So, but anyway, there's a couple characters that are like ultra detailed. I think of the bulldogs dressed as cops.
Yes.
That I think I've only ever seen in Muppet Christmas Carol.
Oh yeah.
But then anyway, that's a long preamble. There's the bear.
Yes.
That he's like the Jeffrey Tambor's kind of henchman in Muppets from Space, and he's kind of like, okay, well, like he's kind of.
He's also the henchman for the bad guy in the Walter, like the 2011.
Oh,
Muppet movie.
right. Okay, yeah.
With Uncle Deadly.
Yeah, he's the henchman bear guy.
Yeah.
I imagine him as like a beleaguered like circuit court judge. Who's just kind of like, okay, next case, and like they're bringing these humans into Muppet court. They're like, this guy stands accused of sexual assault. It just gets really real, really fast.
All right, again. It's
so good.
It's so jaded that.
Dude, I think I will give us this. I think both of our pitches feel appropriate for our directors.
Yeah.
Like you could see, like they're silly ideas, but you could see that like they're not that far off from like, yeah, I could see this being made.
Yeah, totally. And also, Hollywood, take note that we had, 30 minutes, like tops. You know, we spaced it because we had other things, but dedicated time, we had 30 minutes to think of these movie plots.
That's not bad.
And they're way better than Moana 2.
The bar is so low, but so true. What if, okay, I'm going to pitch, let's just abandon we're pitching movies. Let's go back to the real moneymaker here, which is the Ridley Scott Smash Bros. Game.
Oh.
The unlockable character is the the Bat Witch Queen from Moana 2.
Ooh, oh, gosh.
She's so OP.
I don't want to throw any freaking bones to Moana 2. I will not buy a Ridley Scott movie if it Ridley Scott Smash Brothers if it has the freaking anything from Moana 2. Your movie needs to have just a scene that overtly, like the opposite of product placement, where somebody finds like a Moana 2 DVD and is like, ugh, throws it in the trash. Ooh,
even if it's completely out of context.
Yeah.
It needs to be clear that you do not support it.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe it's like there's like the leak tree where people go to like pee and it just looks like Maui's hook or something.
Literally pissing on Moana 2.
Yeah, just like piss on it, dude.
Piss on that Moana 2. Not in a sexual way. Yeah. Just because I hate it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Very cool. Well, this was fun.
It was great.
Thanks for watching and listening to Roden Tomatoes. You should like and subscribe.
Like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, do whatever you do.
Yeah.
I think on mobile there's now a thing where you can hype a video.
Really?
Of this? I've never seen
Hype us.
I don't have a phone. I watched this on a TI-89.
Oh, you know what's interesting? We looked in our demographics and we saw that there was a percentage of people that watched the podcast on a television.
On TV.
Yeah,
and our last video was like 25%.
So shout out to you that are watching this on TV. You're the real heroes here.
Truly. Kick back and coog.
And coog.